What a start to the NHL regular season, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
We saw goals from Sidney Crosby, Austin Matthews, Patrick Laine, and oh yeah, Connor McDavid. Thank you for the
three of them. Yeah.
Left bomb of the blast goes wide, rebound, and opposite side, and McDavid scores. Here's Ferland trying to walk into the corner, but he's turned it over, and back the other way comes McDavid. McDavid cuts in, scores! More McDavid magic on opening night. And McDavid's got the hat trick, and the hats come flying down.
McDavid with the first opening night hat trick, shockingly, in Oilers history.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You mean with Jari Kurri, Mark Messier, Rio Ruotsalainen,
Todd Marchand,
Adam Graves,
Tom Poti,
Fernando Pisani,
Sammy Salo,
and that guy Gretzky.
Drake Caggiula.
Nobody had a hat trick in Oilers history.
I like that game. It's fun.
Is it fun?
I like that game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like that we left Gretzky right towards the end.
Correct, always. For dramatic effect,
right.
Tim. Dramatic effect. There's a lot of places we can go in this game specifically in Edmonton last night, which you saw live on Sportsnet. Couldn't get that one, MLB Network. Is there any doubt Connor's the best player in the world? You can defer the question. But is there any doubt he's the best?
There were two things that popped into my head immediately after that game. One, thank God I have Rogers NHL Live and the Super Sports Pack, even though DAZN screwed me on that Sunday ticket thing. And two, how in the good name of Hawk and Lube can you even think of slowing down Connor McDavid? Those guys were talking, the guys covering the game and doing a fantastic job on Sportsnet, talking about McDavid getting faster. And I'm thinking in my head, right?
That's lunacy.
McDavid gets faster. What the hell are they talking about?
How do you improve on perfection?
Lo and behold, as I'm watching, it appears as though McDavid got faster. Did you know that going into this season on Bodog, the over-under on McDavid's point total this year was 101.5. So 101 points and a half.
Okay.
That's the over and under on his points. Next closest guy, 89.5, which is Patrick Kane.
We are flying past that over under, are we not? Like, I know it's easy. Listen, it's the easiest thing for me to say today after a hat trick in your first game of the season.
Right.
But it's the feel of it, right? Like, he made guys look pretty average from a speed standpoint.
Right.
Less than average.
Right. Good guys.
Good guys.
Yeah, TJ Brody, Hamonic.
Can we let that second goal, like Ferland, okay, that's not a great giveaway.
No.
And when you give it away to 97, it's just like the defensemen were not in the shot towards the end, right? Like,
and there was like a panic point where in full stride, there was just like, I'm going to reach my stick out and try, but there's no way from TJ Brody, right? Like, watch the double clutch in the stick. It's like,
You could barely get there.
Yeah.
And Travis Hamonic's thinking to himself in that moment, I shouldn't have signed in this division. Why did I sign?
So what are we talking about?
Division?
Like, are we talking about 120 points this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, if he's healthy.
Health permitting. Health permitting. What?
Right, health permitting. I wanted you to hit it. It looked like my head was making.
I'm a little slow.
Looked like my head was making that noise.
Do it again. Health permitting.
We're right on. Bingo! 120 points. Do you realize in the last 20 years of NHL hockey, only 4 guys have hit 120 points? And you and I are both sitting here saying if he's healthy, he's probably going to get to 120 points.
Tim, I'm not stopping there. Allow me to just drive right through this recklessly.
Okay.
Do I have your permission?
Well, you oftentimes do drive through a lot of things recklessly.
I'm here on October, what is this? October 5th. 2017.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid is going to win another Hart Trophy. Mm-hmm. Connor McDavid is going to win the Ted Lindsay MVP as voted by his peers again. Mm-hmm. Connor McDavid is going to win the Art Ross. Connor McDavid is going to win the Rocket Richard Trophy this season. Mm-hmm. Connor McDavid, because he's a gentleman like that, Lady Bing, He might win the Lady Bing, but I'm not concerned about that. Connor McDavid,
How is he defensively?
doesn't matter. Connor, Selke, no.
No, I was just trying
That's
to
not,
think. Like,
I know what you're doing there.
Yeah, when
no,
are you getting to the Calder? And he's going to beat Carey Price out
Nah.
for Vezina.
And he will raise the Western Conference trophy, which I believe is the Campbell. I'm confusing my trophies. Campbell or Wales?
It doesn't really matter because nobody
Matters
touches
to you
it.
and I, 'cause that's-
no,
that
but when it
was-
was back in the day, it
Yes.
mattered because the conferences were actually named the Wales and Clarence Campbell Conference
Campbell. Nailed it.
Trophy.
Clarence Campbell.
Right.
I didn't say Stanley Cup in any of those trophies. But I think the haul I laid out for you. And you know what? Throw in the Jennings.
After one game.
Throw in the Jennings.
Because
him and Cam Talbot, he might get a game. Give him the Jennings. This kid is ridiculous. And I know it was an empty net goal at the end. Whatever. He is making good to very good NHL players look like children.
Yeah.
Right? And we haven't seen this before. Yeah. And we heard from a couple of people, like you said, he's faster. Really, he's faster? Really, he's better? Really, the 20-year-old who won everything last year aside from a cup is going to improve?
It looked like he did, at least through one game. And while I find it hard to sit here and nod as my co-host after one game pronounces that Connor McDavid's going to win all those things,
Mark my words.
I also find it just as hard to disagree with him as he does that, is, of course, if he's healthy.
If he's healthy.
Right.
Knock on cranium.
Right, knock on
Maltese cranium.
By the way, would you like to try and guess, because I think people were doing it regardless while we were talking, on the 4 guys who have hit 120 points in the last 20 years? Anyone in the studio? 120 points in the NHL in the last 20 years.
I'm going to pass.
Crosby's 1.
Crosby's 1.
Yager is 2, and Yager did it a couple times. Sorry? Lemieux, yes.
Oh, was
that's
it?
the last one. Mario Lemieux. One more.
It's not Ovechkin didn't get enough points.
Nope. Nope. Malkin's close, though.
Crosby. I know, it was already said.
Joe Thornton
Shut up.
is the 4th.
Joe Thornton did not have 120
Yes,
points.
Joe Thornton,
When?
one of the greatest passers of all time.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Joe Thornton.
That's a bunch of
Lemieux,
malarkey.
Yager, Thornton, and Crosby in the last 20 years to hit 120 points, and we're legitimately talking. And I don't know if anyone would disagree. Like, if we put out there on a poll, do you think McDavid will hit 120 points? I think it would be overwhelmingly yes if he stays healthy.